Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for taking the time to stop by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. No doubt about that. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, we have an interesting beer here that I spotted on our local beverage shelf, and I said, "What is this?" Yeah, from the Braxton Brewing Company, located in Covington, Kentucky. I've only had one other beer from Kentucky, no doubt about it, but this is the Garage Beer, described as a premium lager that checks in at 4% alcohol by volume. The date stamp on the bottom indicates 133 days old, which is not that old for a lager. Now, if it was an IPA, I'd be concerned. Let's go ahead and flip open the top, carefully, of course. Yeah, if you get smart ass with the can of beer, it could explode. And there's monitors all over here, believe me, and keyboards galore. So yeah, we don't want to do that. We're going to go ahead and use this unique glassware that I picked up years ago at the World Market. You can find these on Amazon.com. They're a little more expensive these days than they were back when I bought it. But yeah, if you like that glassware, you can find it as part of a set on Amazon. Very clear pour, light golden color, with a bright white foam on there, as we would expect from a lager. Now, usually when you see the word premium before the word lager, it's not all that premium. But we're not going to jump to conclusions. Dr. Dave never does that. We're just going to admire the beer for what it is. Now, it's been out on the countertop for about 7 or 8 minutes, so it's probably at the optimal serving temperature. Let's get some aroma. Well, I'll tell you what, it smells rather nice. Some flowery hops and a spicy aroma. That indicates to me that it could have some Saaz hops in it. That's what it indicates to me. Or possibly some Hallertau hops. Very nice head on this beer. Some people call it foam, some people call it head. No, I'm not with all that political correctness jazz. You call it whatever you want. But it's a lovely looking beer. Hey, I want to thank the brewers at the Braxton Brewing Company in Covington, Kentucky. Oh, man. Covington, Kentucky. I've been through there several times, man. I love your roads. They're so much better than Ohio roads. You know, it's interesting. When you drive on a long trip and you're coming from Ohio and you go into Kentucky, the roads are just so much nicer all of a sudden. And they stay that way. And they stay that way. The roads are nice all the way through Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, into Florida. Why are the roads in Ohio so crappy? Bada bing, I don't know. But anyway, cheers to the brewers at the Braxton Brewing Company, and cheers to you at home for watching, no doubt. You know what? It's interesting how the aroma has a bit of spice to it, but then when you drink it, it has a bit of sweetness to it. Has a bit of sweetness to it, as if it might have a bit of corn grain in there. But I don't pick it up in the aroma. I don't get any real sweetness. I get more of a flowery and spicy aroma. At any rate, it's a very decent, easy drinking beer. Yeah, you could drink several of these and not feel the effects of it. Of course, I do not condone that you drink and drive. Oh, Lord, no. Yeah, take your time. There's some nice lacing, though, on the side of the glassware, which indicates to me that it's a well-crafted beer. It's not a bad beer at all. It's very decent, very decent. And this beer, according to the sticker on the can, was $1.40. That's a pretty interesting price point. $1.40, if you multiply it by 6, that'd be a very premium price for a 6-pack of this beer. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this beer at all. This is inoffensive. It's a clean, crisp beer. Got a little bit of sweetness to it. Just a slight amount of sweetness. But I'll tell you what, once that rolls over your palate and goes down the old gullet, a little bit of dryness on there. Just a little bit of dryness. So it's quite good. And look at the lacing there on the side of the glass. To me, that indicates that it is a well-crafted beer. The Braxton Brewing Company out of Covington, Kentucky. First time I've heard of this beer, and it is the garage beer. Aptly named. 4% alcohol, so I would not drink a beer while I was working on mechanical parts. But hey, what the hey, right? What the hey? Yeah, as long as it's your own mechanical parts, more power to you. Yeah, but 4% is not going to put you under the bus anytime soon. But remember, you drink enough of them, and you drink them too fast, anything will put you under the bus. Just remember that. I don't care what the alcohol is. The alcohol could be 3%. What was George Washington's brew? Yeah, he served that at every meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as did many people back in the day. Yeah, it was called table beer. Even kids drank it. It was low alcohol because the water was horrendous to drink. So everybody drank the beer because at least it was, what, pasteurized? Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. But, man, I'm telling you, this is a great beer. Only 4%. I tell you what, man, this is the first time I ever heard of this brewery. But if you can find it, try it out. It's a really decent beer, and it's not offensive one single bit. This would go well with any kind of food. This is a good backyard barbecue. Man, a good picnic beer. Your grandmother would drink this beer, no doubt about it. Hey, with that said, my friends, remember life is short. Let's be happy and try new things like this beer from Braxton Brewing Company. Give it a shot. Yeah, you can't go wrong. All right, with that said, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers.